comment, subscribe, share, all that good life from 85 back at it again. This one on the next boss talk of business. I haven't been uploading really, but I got one now, and hopefully, it's better than the other one. So I hope the quality is better for y'all. You feel me? So let's get on it, man. Y'all see the title? Y'all see that thumbnail I picked, man? I picked that, specifically for a reason. You feel me? Because when I say how your story is going and how it's going to end, that means how people going to remember you. Like out of sight. Somebody I heard today. They said out of sight, out of mind, and I'm like, that's real. You feel me? Because when nobody sees you, nobody thinks about you. You feel me? But people, the the seeds that you plant through life can last after you pass. You feel me? Like people still get brought up today. That's gone, but left an impact. You feel me? That left a mark. That did something. So that's what I mean when I say how your story going, how your life going really. But it's all just a story because every book comes to an end. I never read an endless book. You feel me? So compared to life, how your story going to end. So not talking about the ending part, but just talking about how it's going. You get your bumps, you get your bruises, man. It's just a part of life. You feel me? Every day ain't gonna be no great day. If it was a great day, man, you wouldn't even appreciate it. That's why you gotta have some bad days too, so you can appreciate the good days. And as far as how my story going, what's up with it, bro? Salute to you too, King. But as far as how my story going, I want my story to be remembered as me being a real one. Like I wrote down some points like this, just like with me, honestly. I want to be out my story. If somebody would have bring me up, they gonna tell you he keep his word. If he tell you something, he gonna stand on it. I can look myself in the mirror and proudly say like I've stood on everything I said. I can. I want my. I want my name to be known in history. You feel? Not even so much as history, but I don't want to leave this earth and my kids are the only people that think of me. I wanna, even if like say, okay, people, everybody wanna leave their kids money and stuff. You feel me? Everybody wanna do that. You feel me? But I can put back a little bit. But I know with this channel though, they can over the years it's gonna grow. You feel me? And they can eat off this. You feel me? I'm getting my son started on it. I want them to be able to eat off this. I want our name to be when I pass at an old age. God willing. I want people to go back and you can go watch these videos, see. I'm a very rare breed of dude, and that's not to brag on myself. It's just because I see what's going on around me, and I see the move that people make around me, and it's just stuff that I wouldn't do because that's not how I was raised. Some people were raised in single parent households, and there's nothing wrong with that. You feel me? There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes mama gotta be daddy too, and sometimes daddy gotta be mama. I understand all that. I'm just saying, in my case, that brings me to my next point right here. A celebrity shouldn't be your child's role model, and they shouldn't get blasted and blamed for the things that kids do nowadays. You feel me? Like let's say for instance, this Waukesha song, and I seen another song on Say Cheese, and this dude just had pills everywhere, syrup everywhere. He was just really making. I ain't gonna stun you. He was really making himself look like a junkie on there. You feel me? Not to down nobody to do anything because everybody got advice. Like I told, like hey, I never had this shit. This, I used to love the pop purge. That was my thing. But you just have to wise up, man. And as far as like I say, a celebrity shouldn't be no. They shouldn't get bashed and blamed for what you do. As parents, we got to be the example. You feel me? That's a part of my story too. Like I say, my role model is my daddy. It's not a rapper. It's not an actor. It's not nobody. It's somebody in real life. Somebody I seen in action in real life. Somebody that I still see, do his thing, work, talk. Like the things a father do. Top. Everything. Cars, basketball, women, all this. You feel me? So as parents, you need to hold yourself accountable because that your child's story is going to depend on how the example that you set. You feel me? Because if your story is you out here just thugging, getting it out the mud, and died at a young age, they gonna feel like that's the thing to do. I seen a person post a post that said, live fast, die young, leave a good corpse. I'm like, what? No, bruh. No. And even when I was young, I didn't think like that. Like, no. I'm not trying to do that, man. I'm trying to leave a old, wrinkled, raggedy, just old looking body. But I just want God to bless me with my right mind. That's about the only thing I really, like I know things are gonna happen when you get old. I just hope God bless me with the wisdom and my right mind so I can still be able to talk and recognize my loved ones, you feel me? But back to what I was saying. Be accountable. That's a part of the story. In your story, in my story, I've held myself accountable for anything that happened, whether it was good or bad. And I've had bad happen, you feel me? Like bad. Like I don't know if I even want to say that on here. I'm just saying though, I've had bad, you feel me? And I've had good, and I try to make sure that my good outweigh my bad. Because I want my story, when people talk about me or when I'm gone, I want them to say that I was a cool one. I was a real one. I gave, I helped, I didn't take, I didn't go out here and throw dirt on my name. I tell my son all the time, your name is more valuable than any amount of money that you can have in your pocket. I said because believe me, I told the son, believe me, it's been times that you might see me buying something now and getting y'all clothes, but don't never get it twisted. Daddy done been broke before. Like when you were little, you just didn't know it yet. But I was struggling. I was struggling. You were my first child. I was used to dealing with my nephew, but you were my child, and my mama wasn't gonna watch you. You feel me? Like she let that be known. This is your child. Man up. Do what you supposed to do. And I ain't gonna lie to you, it came second nature. It's like they didn't have to tell me nothing. You feel me? The first time I asked them to watch them, I seen they wouldn't. I'm like, okay, I got it, I got it. But a grandparents though, when they get older, then they want to see them all the time. When they get about folk, when they don't need a bottle and all that, they ready to see them then. But I ain't tripping. I understand that. I get the message. That was supposed to happen, and that what made me the man I am today. And I love y'all. I love my mom and dad, and I thank y'all for it. But back to your story, when if you were to meet me, and it should be like this, whether you got $1,000,000, $1,000, or just $1 in your pocket, you should still be the same person that you are with or without it. You feel me? Because people base you off your character. People base you off your word. Let me go back to that. My word. I can be broke, and when I was broke, my word stood for so much though, because my word was solid. I never had a bad name. I never ran off on the plug. I never done no shiesty stuff like that. You feel me? I always kept it 1,000. So being that my word is worth something, I could go out and get something. I don't gotta pay nothing. Sometimes you can get it off the strength. Sometimes you know how to go on the street. They'll front you something, this and that. I can talk about all this now. Like I say, I don't want to fuck around no more. But still, your word means everything, and it's a part of your story. My story so far. If a person told you anything bad about me, they would be lying to you. Or if they did tell you something bad about me, they if they told you one thing bad about me, they would have to tell you the four things I did for them. You feel me? Because if I act a certain way towards you, it's a reason for it. And that's a part of my story, and I want that to be known too. Um, this is something that's a part of my story. Now I want y'all to think about y'all story, because I was just riding thinking about it, like, how would I be remembered if I left this world right now? How would people think of me? How would I be remembered? How long would I be remembered? You feel me? And I was like, man, it's like in my story, for some reason, a part of my story, people think I'm mean. I don't get where it comes from. You feel me? I really don't. People would tell me I'm walking around with a mean face, and I look like I'm mad, or I look like something on my mind. And I'd be like, yo, sometimes I be thinking about stuff, but I'm never in a just a bad mood. And that's a part of your story too. You can't be one of those guys that's mad. Say something happens at the house before you go to work, and then you go to work and you take it out on everybody that you work with. You feel me? Like, that's not cool. I'm not one of them people. You gotta learn to control your emotions. That's a part of your story too. You don't want to be remembered as a tender D. That's how I put it. Out here just always tripping and ready to fight about a girl and just sensitive. You feel me? That's definitely not a part of my story. I don't want that to be a part of my story. My story is I want them to see a dude had a vision. He didn't let nobody knock him off his vision. No matter what his view was, no matter how many people came to his live, he rocked that joint like it was 1,000 people on there, and he everything he say he keep it G. I don't sugarcoat nothing on here. To no rappers, no celebrities, I don't pick sides, none of that. You could be GD, BD, VL, Crip Blood, Simon City, Latin King, Trinitario. You could be anything. I'm not tripping on none of it. You feel me? I'm not tripping on none of it. Because green matter at the end of the day. In every game, that green matter at the end of the day. And if that person over there can help me get my green staked high, then I'm gonna rock with that person. Don't base folks off what you hear. Base them off what you see. Base them off what they show you. Cause like I always say, a person get in the room with somebody, let them talk for 5 minutes. Just don't say a word. Just let them talk. Like, don't say nothing. Even if they ask you something, just nod your head. Like, don't say nothing. Just let them talk, and you'll know who that person is. That's all you gotta do. God don't make it hard for you, man. I learned stuff as I get older. I said, man, I make it to 65 or something like that, man. Nah, 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 nah. Let me tell you. Let me tell y'all some real talk. This some real talk. Now, I told y'all when I didn't have no phone yesterday. I just went and got this one. So I'm on my way to go get a phone. I don't know about y'all, but this is how I think. I know that I hate to talk like this too. I don't like to think about it. I don't like to do none of that, man. But my mom and dad, they getting up in age. You feel me? And you know, I you know I could go before they go, but I'm just saying they getting up in age. And anytime I can get around them, together, because they be tripping me out because they argue all the time, and it's funny to me. But I got in, I rode with them to go get me a phone last night, and my daddy, he was talking, right, and he said something, man, and I was like, I know this already, but he was explaining a bunch of stuff before he said it about they were talking about a certain person and talking about how their back was hurting and how they shouldn't be having to work and getting up and moving, and one woman in her 60s or 70s was working like 3, 4 jobs and all that. And then daddy said, shoot, boy, you gotta start putting up money, cause you don't never know when you gonna break down and get tired of not be able to work no more. Because these checks they give you, it don't be enough. Now see, I don't know nothing about the checks, that I don't know nothing about how much it be. But I do know about that hard work, because I've been working hard since I was 18. And I do know that do break you down. And I know that you cannot do that forever. So that gave me something to really think about. Like, what if I don't want to work till I'm 45 or 50? Maybe I should get smart and, I've been saving, but I just need to I need to cut back more and save more. You feel me? That's a part of your story. You don't want to be remembered as no bum. You don't want to be remembered as no junkie. Basically, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. That was like that was a fear of mine. It still is. That's a fear. I've seen people, man, that I grew up with that I never thought, would be where they at now, and they at where they at now, and I ain't just doing great, but you feel me? I'm able-minded, and I'm able to, I got sense enough to know what to do and what not to do. You feel me? I put it like that. And it could easily be me. It could have easily been me. You feel me? Because, like I say, I know what I used to do. Shit, and like I say, I tell you, I know what I used to do, and with all these fake stuff going on out here, man, people really, man, that's an epidemic, bro. Cause I'm gonna tell you, what made me quit one day. I was in here chilling. I'm getting off topic, but I'm just being real with y'all though. It ain't a lot of people on this net, man. It's gonna be real with y'all. That's why I say support me and share my videos, because most of these folks don't tell you this stuff. They just show you money and make you think every day is a great day, and I'm straight, and we got money and we got weed and everything's great, man. But that ain't real life. Some days are great, but some days ain't great. And this one of them days it wasn't great. I'm in here chilling. Then took a perk, and I'm sitting here. This is crazy, and I would love for somebody to, if they watching this video, to comment on it. I done took one, and kind of dozed off or whatever, and kind of, I ain't gonna lie to you, kind of forgot that I had took the first one, so I took another one, and man, when I tell you I had this pain in my chest, oh my gosh, man, I thought I would die, bro. Like, no lie, I thought I was gonna for real die, and I went to the hospital, bro. I was tripping. I thought I was finna go. And I was like, nah. That would have been a part of my story, you feel me? I don't want that to be a part. No, I don't want that to be a part of my story. No. No. My daughter came up to me the other day and said, Daddy, I don't want you in my life. I need you in my life. Man, I said, man, see, that's why. That's why I gotta do what I gotta do. You feel me? That's why. That be the reason. You feel me? That's why I say people can talk about them good days, but they can't talk about them bad days. But I can talk about them bad days because it made me appreciate them good days. You feel me? Like today a good day. I will upload the video. I'm going live right now. Like I said, I'm gonna do this every Tuesday, no matter what. Today is a good day. Can't complain about nothing. Smoke some good tree. About to go in here probably cook me something to eat. Watching a good movie. Can't complain. It's a lot of things that we wish we could change, you feel me? Like, in my instance, I get tired of sitting over here being by myself, besides having my kids here on the weekend, you feel me? But I guess it's like what I just said, the bad days make you appreciate the good days, because when I sit here to eat 5 days a week and just be like, even when I go to work and then I just come home, I'm like, I be ready for that Friday, anxious for that Friday for all three of them to come and daddy do this, daddy do that, daddy do this, take me, put me on your back, carry me like a princess, slap box with me. Let's box, daddy. Let's play the game. I'm non-stop moving, and I be enjoying every bit of it. You feel me? Because I just do. Like I said, it's like second nature. It's like I was put here to make sure everybody else was straight. I can't worry about me. You feel me? I can worry about me, but to a certain extent. You feel me? I gotta make sure everything else be straight. That's a lot of men though. Women should know that. Like I said, if y'all make it through the video, man, y'all should know that men do appreciate women. We do. We know y'all to rock. That's why I say, man, I be lonely. I wish I had a good woman, a good loyal woman. I would probably be at a Fortune 500, man. And it's not because I couldn't do it myself. It's just because, like, a woman just brings a different energy. When you know you got that one that's riding behind you, you ain't even for sure about the plan, but she behind you going, yeah, that's what we gonna, just hype, she down for you. Make a man feel a certain way, make him feel good, make him wanna just roar like a lion and start attacking stuff, you feel me? But you have to deal with what you gotta deal with, you feel me? So far, that's how my story going. My story could change. You feel me? This how it go for me though. I get my story. I find somebody. It always take like 3-4 years. We'll be together 3-4 years. The interview with. I find, cause I've only been in love like twice. Find somebody else. Stay with them about 5 years, and it's over with. And now it's been 3 years since I've been single. You feel me? Like, y'all ain't never seen no woman in these videos. You feel me? Like, think about that. You don't see no woman in these videos. The only woman that you seen in my video was my baby mama, and it's in my Black Panther review video. And it's old. It's an old video. You feel me? But it's on here. If y'all curious to see it, but that was in our happier times. You feel me? Or that was just my dumb in the dark time, because I ain't know what was going on, so it is what it is. I just take it with a grain of salt, man. You can't walk around here with no hate in your heart and all these bad feelings and stuff, man. They put wrinkles on your face and make you look old, and it just ain't good for you. I don't stress about nothing, man. That's a part of my story. Chill, do everything that I want to be a part of my story, and how I want to go in is doing what I want to do so far. But I ain't made it into that media part yet. Like, I'm trying to break through media. Man. You ain't gotta be out animated and all that, man. When I talk, people listen, bro, because they know it's real. They know it's real, and if need be, I can come and talk. I can come and talk with a tone that I think white folks can consent to. I know how to speak. Within an environment, I'm intellectual with my words when I choose to be. But I can also be myself. You feel me? And that's being myself. I'm a smart guy. I don't portray myself to be one of them just 25, 8 gangsters, you feel me? I'm not one of them dudes. I like to laugh. I got a TikTok. Y'all can go follow. I do jokes on there. Like, I laugh too, man. I tell jokes on here. I'm not a serious guy at all. And that's another thing. That's my story. I don't want to be remembered as no tough guy. I ain't trying to be remembered as a dude that went bullying folks. I used to want to fight bullies in school. Sometimes I did fight bullies in school. I ain't with all that bullying stuff. You feel me? But most of bullies I was cool with. Cause I'm a little dude, man. But what I knew from I say third, fourth grade. Some people don't know what certain talents God blessed them with. It's two I know at that time He blessed me with. He blessed me with the talent to draw, and He blessed me with the gift of gab. I don't know what it's been, but I don't talk much, but I talk when needed be. You feel me? And when I talk, like I say, people listen. So He blessed me with that. I can get my words across real good to get anybody to understand it. But yeah, man, that's the hard way out, bro. How you want your story to go? Do more good than bad. Have your story be told, man. Have it etched out here in history. For real. Leave a legacy for your kids. Like, and that's another thing. You don't want your kids to walk around and folks talk down on their dad or whatever about the stuff that you done. You feel me? They have to live there too. They go to school, kids talk, all that. Be accountable. What you do reflect on your kids too. Like for instance, I'm trying not to smoke cigarettes around my kids. I don't smoke weed around. I go in another room, I go outside, or try not to at all. But that sometimes they'll come in the room when I'm smoking a cigarette and I put it out. But I'm trying to get it to where I don't smoke in the house at all. You feel me? But it's a process. I'm doing it, man. I'm doing it. I pat myself on the back because I know folks that ain't doing nothing, man. I think I'm doing good. I do. I really do. And, some people don't like to see you grow neither. So, you can't worry about them neither, man. You can't look in your rear view trying to drive ahead. Keep your eyes straight, get tunnel vision, and go get to your destination. I know where my destination is, and I'm on my way to it. Y'all help me get to it, man. Follow these videos, share these videos. As always, men, hold up for your do what you supposed to know what you want to do. And I'm out.